Thank you for tapping the screen. Happy Sunday to everybody. No, I ain't been on here in a while. Y'all tap the screen for me. Share the live. Appreciate it. How everybody been doing? Hey, how you doing, Arch Tight? Appreciate you for coming in. Let me turn that off. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. Dang. How you doing, love? How everybody doing today on this beautiful Sunday? Let me clear out this energy in here. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Just come to give y'all some positive energy. You know, maybe little words of encouragement. And a little testimony. Like, man, like, truthfully, you know, I've been doing a lot of, I've been doing my affirmations on a daily basis. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. Got to get my ashtray. Okay. Y'all tap the screen, share the live for me. Please and thank you. But yeah, I've been doing my affirmations. I got my altar back up, all that good stuff. And, I feel like, having your altar up is very important. Like, because, how else are you going to, you got some people that are clairvoyant or whatever, like myself. I'm clairaudient, that type of thing. But, my ancestors are always speaking to me, but you have to be open, you know what I'm saying? Open-minded to receive messages. And, you have to be paying attention to the signs, because the ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the Most High is always trying to communicate, you know, but you have to be paying attention because it could be like right in your face and then, you're not even aware of it, because you're too busy going on with your day-to-day life, things of that, nature or whatever. But, that's normal. That's the normal. That's what we've been programmed to do. We've been programmed to uh, always be preoccupied with, chasing a bag or, doing our day-to-day, um, day-to-day things. We have to, provide for our families, for our children. We have to have a roof over our head, food to eat, clothes, all that type of stuff. But you got to stop and pay attention because spirit is always trying to communicate, through numbers, through animals, like I've been seeing cardinals and blue jays and ravens a lot, you know what I'm saying? Hawks too. Like I'm very connected with the bird kingdom and I'm always seeing birds, like I saw just today, first it was a cardinal that came and sat on the fence, and looked right at me while I was out on the patio. Then, right, like not even 5 minutes later after the cardinal flew off, the blue jay came and did the same thing. And then I just looked out the window a minute ago and I see 3 ravens sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to pay attention, and I'm always like, when I'm out and about, it's like yellow bees and yellow jackets and stuff like that is always coming around me. So I associate the yellow bees and the yellow jackets with Oshun, and the cardinals and the blue jays, the birds. That's the ancestors, spirit guides or whatever, But it's always communication. Like I even go on TikTok sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's a couple of readers that I watch, you know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis. And it seemed like they always speaking to me, so I like to watch them too. And it's like, these messages, it resonate and I just take in what I feel intuitively that is for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say, sometimes you got to be open to different avenues or ways of communicating with spirit or where spirit can communicate with you. Pay attention to the angel numbers, synchronicities, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to my dad, a couple of weeks ago. We was talking about tarot reading or whatever, and that's something that he really doesn't know a lot about, and he's kind of skeptical about. But I was just telling him, hey, there was a couple of tarot readers reaching out to him. I ain't gonna even say it was tarot readers. What it was scammers. You know what I'm saying? You got people on TikTok. Can I cash out? What you mean? What What you mean? Can I cash out? Uh, hey, homegirl, what does what mean? I didn't even. I just now seeing that question. What does what mean? Come on, man, get out here with that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, the bluebirds. Oh, you. What I do when I see these spirit animals, like when I see these animals, I just really like look up the spiritual meaning of them. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them have different meanings. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, it might mean good luck or good fortune or something. You just gotta Google it or look up on somewhere it can tell you because I it's so many of them. Like to tell you the truth, I can't remember. Like I look them up constantly, like just to refresh. But here I can look it up right now. Matter of fact, while I'm on my laptop. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll look it up for you because I don't want to just be saying something and it ain't right. So okay, spiritual meaning of you see them daily in the morning in my backyard. Okay, so okay, and you can always like when I'm looking it up, I always kind of like look on more than one website. You know what I'm saying? Just to get different perspectives of you always like it's the same things like when you go into a doctor, you want to get a second opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't just want to listen to the first person you go to. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a second opinion to make sure to affirm, you know what I'm saying, to confirm what's being said or what you're being diagnosed with. So that's what I like to do even in spirituality. I like to get a second opinion, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. So for many bird lovers, the sight of a cardinal holds special meaning, sometimes evoking emotional and spiritual feelings. They say the vibrant red bird is an uplifting, happy sign that those we have lost will live forever. So, so long as we keep their memory alive in our hearts. As cardinals sing their pleasant song, people may recall cherished memories of better times. The beautiful birds are a reminder that loved ones will never truly be forgotten. So, okay, so like I was saying, the cardinals is basically loved ones that's passed away. You know what I'm saying? They come in a form of a bird. They steady to let you know they steady watching over you. They're with you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that this matrix, that this reality that we live in is not what it seems. There's more to it than meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Transformer, more than meets the eye. So we have to keep an open mind knowing that it's more than meets the eye, that our ancestors, their spirit, their energy is still alive. Like nothing really dies. Only this flesh may pass away. You know what I'm saying? Like in a biblical sense, you know what I'm saying? It's talking about how the flesh will die, but you live on. Like there's not really a such thing as death. It's only a transition from one body into the next. So you leave this body, you know what I'm saying, and you go into the spirit realm or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so, they can come through, this physical reality in different forms, you know what I'm saying? And it's their energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's really like, when we say, like for my grandmother, it says, I know you watching over me. Yeah, they really are watching over you. It's so long as you keep their memories alive. That's why it's important to have an altar. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me seeing the the Cardinals and the Blue Jays was a message to me, telling me, hey, look, pay attention to your altar, because I had my altar. I hadn't put it up since I've been back in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I came back from Ohio this time. Because I left I left my altar. You know what I'm saying, in Ohio. So I had to buy all new stuff. But I finally put it up like a week ago, and and another thing I forgot to mention, like readings. You know what I'm saying? People don't believe in not just tarot readings, but getting readings like astrology readings, like your birth chart. You want to get that done. You want to get a numerology reading, which I do. Uh, so if y'all need a numerology reading, I will provide one for you. Uh, I'm just getting like into the tarot thing. So right now, I'm really not even, providing those, publicly. Like I'm still, in my learning mode when it comes to the tarot, but I do know how to do a numerology reading for you. And so, you can always hit my DM or whatever and get those. And I will work with you on the price as well, because I know it's not all about the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm really all about helping people, get to know yourself better, because that's what it's all about, is knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying? Once you know thyself, then you become aware. You know what I'm saying? And you become, um, you know what to do next. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way life works. But back to what I was saying about the Cardinals and the Blue Jays. So that's your ancestors watching over you. And I feel like it could be your spirit guides or your guardian angels as well, depending on what birds you see. So whenever you see these birds, just look up spiritual meaning. I mean, and you'll see like it's speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a message for you right now. You just have to be open. So let me see here. Let me look for it. Let me try another one. Okay. Let me read one more. Let me see what it says. Okay, so like this one, this is by Mind Body Green. Y'all tap the screen for me. Okay, what it means if you keep seeing red cardinals everywhere you go. Now, me, I've been seeing them everywhere. When I'm at home, when I'm out and about, like in the car, they'll fly by, be right in front of me, flying across the highway, all kind of stuff. So from reminding you of loved ones who passed to inspiring change and transformation, seeing a red cardinal is nothing short of striking, and their bold appearance catches your eye for a reason, as these birds have a deep spiritual significance. Here's what to know if cardinals keep appearing to you. So, you may have heard that cardinals are a sign that a loved one whose past is near, letting you know they're with you. This is one of the most well known interpretations of the cardinal, though their meaning is ultimately up to the context and your own interpretation. Cardinals can also relate to strength, transformation, and even manifestation. As with any synchronicity or sign that appears to you, it is important to take into account what was happening when you saw it. And when you have a better understanding of what the cardinal may be trying to tell you, you're better able to take aligned action. Okay? So let me go down, scroll down a little bit. 5 spiritual meanings. Come on. 5 spiritual meanings behind the red cardinal. Okay, according to Charles, seeing a cardinal can indicate a bold change wanting to occur in your life, whatever that change may be for you. She says, Cardinal invites you to trust your evolutionary process and trust yourself that you can go right to the epicenter of this change and embrace it. A hawk crossed my path recently, caught me off guard. Wow, I love hawks. That's like one of my favorite birds next to the falcon. I think the falcon is my number one, then it'll be hawks. And I just recently found out that there are falcons in Texas. So that was something exciting for me. It's time to connect to you. I think, as a matter of fact, I think I saw one. It was early this morning when I got up. It's right after I seen the cardinal and the blue jay. I looked up and I heard like a little screech. You know how the sound that the falcon makes. You know what I'm saying? And I seen it. It just hit like a quick little, went up and real fast. But anyway, and it was like up, high up. So that's why I think it was a falcon, because they fly high up like eagles. Hawks do as well. So number 2, it's time to connect to your root chakra. Yeah, me too. With this attention-grabbing red color, this bird also relates to the root chakra, particularly when it comes to changes you're going through. Anytime we're going through potent transformations, which also usually involve an urging to rise and expand in consciousness. It's extra important to stay in your body, stay connected with your breath, and be grounded. As such practices to help balance and harmonize your root, such as walking barefoot on the earth, which I always promote grounding, sitting in nature and receiving the blessings of the wind, and communicating with nature spirits for healing are a good idea. Affirmations such as I am in my body, I am safe, will support you in the times of transformation, Charles adds. Okay, so the third thing is you are free to the third meaning is you are free to express yourself. When you think cardinal, you think bold. And that's exactly what this bird wants you to become. According to Charles, seeing a cardinal is a reminder not to withdraw, but to rather express yourself and open up. Perhaps your transformation or initiation is bringing up feelings of shame, embarrassment, etc. And that elicits a desire to hide. Cardinal asks that you do the opposite. 4, you are surrounded by loyal people. Cardinals have a reputation for loyalty, mating with one partner for life. This gives them a connection to partnership, loyalty, and monogamy. And if that's what you're looking for, you can take seeing a cardinal as a good sign, especially if you see one with your partner or when you're thinking about your partner. 5, you're connected to the spirit realm. Lastly, as aforementioned, cardinals are often thought as messengers from the spirit realm, either connecting you with guides or loved ones who passed on. Many people anecdotally speak of seeing cardinals after a loved one passed on, with the bird's bright eye-catching hue offering comfort and support. So back to like testimony. I've been seeing red cardinals, right? And I met somebody, beautiful young lady. And, we have these questions. I have these questions, because just to be honest, totally honest, I've had some messed up relationships, you know what I'm saying? Just on some real shit. And, I ain't always been the good guy in these relationships. You know what I'm saying? But here, during my spiritual growth, I've tried to become more of a, a better person, and more righteous person and doing right things, and doing right by people. So, within me getting away from, the person I used to be and, me evolving into this person that I am now, we have to sometimes go through some things and deal with our karma. You know what I'm saying? So I've dealt with my karma, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in a better place now and I'm open to receive, what it is that I truly desire. You know what I'm saying? Ready for that. So, I had like, questions, should I move forward with this person or this or that? You know what I'm saying? And all the signs and synchronicities have been there. The tarot readers that I watch, the little videos they drop said the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So everything is aligning. Everything, is speaking to me and telling me to move forward in this situation. So, this is just confirmation for me getting on here and reading this to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's letting me see that, even it's another confirmation for me, even though I've had 100 already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting y'all know you got to be open, you know what I'm saying, to these synchronicities, these signs, the communication with spirit. That's why it's important to pay attention to these animals when you see them, and then you want to look up the meaning, just like you do when you see these angel numbers constantly appearing. When you look at your phone, it's 1111 or 222 or 333, 444, 555. You know what I'm saying? 111. All those numbers that you keep seeing, or you see license plates with, repeating numbers on them. Like, it's a trip. But even like I was looking for an address. I forgot. I was looking for something the other day. And we looked up one address and I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We was riding and looking for close by liquor stores or something. Yeah, I think it was a liquor store. So we found one and we was like, nah, it's too far, whatever. So we looked up the second one and it was 4444. We say, oh, well, hey, that's the that's the one we going to. And even not just with that, like a couple of places that I worked at Specs and their address was 1111. When you see these numbers, you might be in your head about something, or the situation or where you are in life, and these numbers are telling you that you're exactly where you need to be. Even when you experience deja vu, I had somebody the other day telling me, they seem like they've been here before. Matter of fact, it was my uncle. He was like, "Have you ever felt that?" I'm like, "Yeah, all the time. I feel deja vu. Like I get that all the time." You know what I'm saying? And that's just another synchronicity or sign letting you know that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You know what I'm saying? I keep waking up on the time of my birthday. I never heard that before. That's something new to me. You might want to look that number up. You might want to look that number up. And you had a birth chart reading? Have you had like I mean, not a, you haven't? Okay, I would suggest you get one or numerology reading, because, I mean, I can do numerology reading for you, whatever. Just let me know when you want it. You know, I won't charge you too much. But I don't do the natal charts. I do know people who do natal chart readings, though. That's something I haven't really got well versed in yet. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do that one, but I would do the numerology reading for you with no problem at all. Uh, but yeah, I would definitely get some type of reading about that, because that's a sign. That's definitely a sign. You know what I'm saying? You keep waking up on your birthday time. Yeah, that it's something. Something is trying to speak to you. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what to do if you keep seeing red cardinals? If cardinals keep appearing, there is likely a message for you. As Charles explains, with any power animal, they like to get an invitation from you first in order to work with you. So if it's resonating to work with cardinal, you can call upon it in meditation, shamanic journey, or before you go to bed to enter during dream time and help support with providing any messages, medicines, or guidance that will further empower you at this time. Now, see, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I need to call on the spirit of the cardinal and the blue jay and the raven and the hawk because I've been seeing them like all the time. And you know, some people think when you see ravens or crows that it's a bad omen. That's programming from a European mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's the same as saying voodoo is bad and hoodoo is bad and African spirituality is bad. That's the same exact thing. Everything that is black, they want to say is bad because you black and I'm black, and they want to say we bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's so far from the fucking truth. Because the darker you are, the more light that you possess within you. Now that's facts. Um, she asked that you, and that's like the more light you can absorb. You know what I'm saying, and all that. So, I guess God knew what she was doing when she created me. You know what I'm saying? She made me black as night. You know what I'm saying? So I must have a tremendous light. But let's see. She asked that you can also say aloud, Sacred Cardinal, thank you for showing up for me. I receive your messages and blessings and invite you in to further connect with me. I feel this is a time of growing self-empowerment and respect and allow you to share your medicine so that I may develop an even stronger trust in this evolutionary time and emerge enriched and ready to receive even greater blessings in my life. If they are appearing in your window, seeing a cardinal out your window isn't uncommon and may have a special meaning, depending on what you're going through. Any of the aforementioned meanings may still apply, but the window is unique in that the cardinal is appearing to you in your home. Melanin is beautiful and holds a lot of power. I'm grateful for y'all. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, our homes are our safe spaces and our havens from the world. For a cardinal to show up there for you can indicate a need to tap into your own energy and power to keep your home and subsequently your own aura safe and secure. Perhaps that means setting firmer boundaries, working with your root chakra, as previously mentioned, or facing any fears you've been avoiding. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. I really thank y'all. I love y'all for that. Again, as Charles explains, you can always directly ask, invite a cardinal to work with you and share its messages to get a better understanding of what it's trying to tell you. And from there, you can heed its message and take appropriate action. The takeaway: animals can appear to us in so many different ways, each with unique messages and insights. In the case of the cardinal, this bright bird reminds us of the importance of strength and security, bold expression, loyalty, and of course, that our loved ones are always with us. Synchronicity. Ain't that a synchronicity? Man, that means you're in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? That's just confirmation. Thank you for the rose, beloved. Thank you for the rose. I really appreciate you. Positive energy to you. Positive energy to you and your family. Love, light, and prosperity to y'all. Okay, so now we want to see what the cardinal meaning is. What the cardinal, I mean the blue jay. Okay, let's see if I can find the one with mind, body, green. I like that. I like theirs with mind, body, green. They have a more in depth uh, reading on these. Okay. Here it is, right here. Oh, that ain't it. Well, let's see if I can go on here and search. Yep, there we go. Search bar right there. Blue Jay symbolism. Okay, so keep seeing blue jays everywhere. Here's what it can mean for you. What it really means if you keep seeing blue jays and what to do about it. It says blue jays may have a reputation for being bossy and aggressive, but these beautiful birds have more to them than that. In fact, seeing blue jays a lot in your daily life can indicate they have a spiritual message for you. Here's what to know plus what to do when a blue jay appears to you. Oh, you're welcome, love. Hey, can y'all please share the live for me? Please and thank you. What blue jays symbolize? Okay. Blue jays symbolize Blue jays relate to everything from strength to confidence to communication, depending on the context in which you see them. For some, these birds have the reputation of being loud, aggressive, and mean. However, certain cultures see them as lucky or a symbol of good things to come. And according to animal spiritualist Jordana Van, seeing a blue jay a lot within a short period of time could indicate it's coming to you as a force of spiritual guidance. Thank you for sharing the live, love. Shoshan Ya, appreciate it. Um, Four spiritual meanings behind the blue jay. One, authentic communication. Van explains that the blue jay's striking blue color gives it a connection to the throat chakra, which relates to authentic, interpersonal, and creative self-expression. Blue jays often arrive to tell us that we are not being honest in our communication because we are afraid that if we were to speak or demonstrate our truth, that we would not get what we want or need, she explains. Thank you for tapping the screen and sharing the live, y'all. The throat is one of the body's main channels for creativity, and birds in general are representatives of the air element, which is all about communication. Two, confidence. Just as blue jays are strong and protective, they encourage us to act with confidence. Van explains that a spiritual force, blue jay, sometimes tells us that we need to behave more confidently than we actually feel if we want to attain a certain outcome. She adds that this isn't about being inauthentic, but rather faking it till we make it. Got to stop that. So basically, it's saying stop being passive aggressive. Say what's on your mind. Say what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Mean what you say. Number three, loyalty and partnership. Not only do blue jays mate for life and stay with their mate all year round, but they also have strong family bonds and are extremely loyal and protective. If you heard the phrase true blue, which means loyal, Van says, consider blue jays to be the true blue, literally and figuratively speaking. If someone new has come into your life and you ask the universe for a sign regarding their loyalty or potential, a blue jay showing up is a sign that they'll make a good partner. just tell y'all what I was going through. So this is why I've been seeing this. This is exactly why I've been seeing what I've been seeing and getting all these signs and synchronicities and readings that's saying the same. Uh, However, if you didn't outright ask, but it's been weighing on your mind, Van notes that Blue Jay may actually be encouraging you to examine your beliefs. Here, the Blue Jay is telling you that you need to work on healing those wounds so that you can honor your heart, which will tell you what to do to be happy. She explains. Hey, what's up, Shaw? How you doing? Okay, so number 4, judgment. Lastly, Blue Jays can also relate to being judged both by yourself or others. Van explains that Blue Jays are often judged because they're bold and can be aggressive, but this is a sign of intelligence, strong survival instincts, and family loyalty, not meanness or gluttony. Hello, Root Worker Kai. How you doing? What to do if you keep seeing Blue Jays? Depending on the above meaning of seeing a Blue Jay, there are a few things you can do to heed their message and take action. If you think your Blue Jay sighting could be related to feeling judged by yourself or others, Van says to release your own inner critic. And I'm my own biggest critic. Like, and then like when I'm doing stuff, like it seems like I'm a perfectionist. Like if everything ain't right, I just don't even want to do it. Like even with these videos and going live, like I just I have to be in a certain energy and all that type of stuff. Speaking of, 1 second. If you don't know, now you know. Like I got this sage spray that I make. Has a beautiful fragrance. It's not just sage. I mix other essential oils in here. And I use distilled water, filtered water. And I put actual sage leaves in here, along with clear quartz crystal chips. So if you want some of this good old spray in your life, take that on my Diddy shit. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with your boy, because I got it. Going for 11-11. You know what I'm saying? Hit my DM. Oh, and I'm sipping a little Pinot Grigio. You know what I'm saying? Just for the vibe. But if you think you're Blue Jay, okay, we read that. So let go of the inner critic. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. What you say? Say it one more time for the people in the back. Stop being so hard on yourself. All right? Okay. Now that we got that out the way. And lastly, Blue Jays encourage us to be confident and strong. If you don't feel you're being recognized in that way, Van suggests spending some time studying the people in your life who have the respect that you crave for yourself. Consider adopting some of their behaviors that resonate with you, but don't try to force yourself to be someone that you do not inherently want to be. That never works out in the end. So if you see a Blue Jay and Cardinal together, to see a Blue Jay and Red Cardinal together, Van explains, can mean you may be feeling the effects of some oppressive force, which is affecting your expression. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. I love y'all. So when you see the Blue Jay, okay, so it's to see a Blue Jay and a Red Cardinal together can mean you may be feeling the effects of some oppressive force which is affecting your expression, though not always, she adds, but this is the most common meaning. Cardinals, when seen with a Blue Jay, often represent feeling oppressed by an authority, most especially a religious authority, institution, or folks who practice that particular religion. Vance says. And the blue jay here means you may feel afraid to be yourself because you've been chastised for it in the past by people who had power over your life. When blue jay and cardinal appear in combination, it most often signifies that our self, in whatever ways we wish to express it, feels as though it is being stifled or silenced by either a religious institution or its representatives or whomever else in our lives that we perceive as setting the rules, she explains. Okay, if you find a blue jay feather, according to Van, it's easy for people to go down the "it's a sign" rabbit hole when in actuality, it may just be that you simply found a feather. Now, with me, I'm going to have to disagree with that because I don't believe in coincidences. Like, I feel like everything is predestined in your life. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you're going through, everything that you've been through, everything that you're going to go through is predestined and preordained or whatever, already written in the stars so that you can become the better version of yourself. So whatever you've been through, whether negative or positive, you were meant to go through that so you can become the person you are today. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of things I'm not happy of. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the streets hustling, selling dope. You know what I'm saying? I've worked jobs. I've done a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't let it define who I am. You know what I'm saying? I just used those things and lessons to make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wallow in those things or in the feelings or in the guilt or the shame or any of that. You know what I'm saying? I just used it to catapult me into the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? Which happened over time, but I'm here. So with that being said, let's see here. However, she notes if you're consistently finding blue jay feathers or you find one in a really dramatic way, then it could be that you need to pay attention. Sometimes these experiences really are intended to direct us, and sometimes they're just the universe letting us know that we're tuned in. She says, adding, blue jays' most frequent message has to do with confidence, self-expression. So if someone has been feeling the desire or need to speak up and or otherwise express themselves, they need to do so. So, okay, then it goes on talking about if blue jays appear in your dreams and all that other good stuff. But y'all can easily Google this stuff and, look it up for yourself. And the website that I'm looking this up on is mindbodygreen.com. Mindbodygreen.com. And I like this one because they give you more than one meaning. So let's go to, let's see here. Ravens. Since most people think that seeing ravens, because they show them in scary movies and all that type of stuff. And, it's just propaganda. You know what I'm saying? It's mind control. It's all that. You know what I'm saying? It's not even really what they make it out to be, bad omens and all that. They just use it because it's black and, they know people are scared of black things, black cats, black birds, black people. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about on there, brother? Can you subscribe to mine? Yeah, what you talking about on your web channel? What kind of stuff you talking about? Anyway, let's see here. Raven symbolism. Thank y'all for joining and tuning in. If you didn't catch the whole video, I will be posting it on my YouTube channel. So, you know, the link is in the bio. I will be posting this whole video in the YouTube channel. We're talking about synchronicities and signs and spirit animals and messages from, nature. And being open to messages, from the from the animal kingdom. Just like you see in spirit, angel numbers all the time. Sure, you can go ahead and ask your question. I didn't ask what a crow symbolized. I said raven. Why is it showing me crow? I know the difference between a crow and a raven. And I definitely saw a raven. Okay. Namaste. Chill. I've been feeding the animals in the backyard. Good evening to you too. Yeah, Rebecca, what's your question? That's great. It's good to feed the animals because, when you leave, you're not only like when you leave stuff outside, you're not only feeding the animals, you're feeding the elemental spirits out there too. The fairies and the all those things that are out there in nature that we don't see. I don't know why it's not. Let me see. Let me just put it up in there. It's not coming up in that one for some reason. I've been reading the animals in the back. Yeah. No homo, but thank you for the compliment, brother. But I am taken by a beautiful melanated woman. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what does a raven symbolize? Okay, let's see here. What does a raven symbolize in the spiritual world? I will talk about 2 ravens, spiritual meaning, 3 ravens, and even 5. Let's find out the symbolism and importance of the birds for your life. A raven is one of the dreaded creatures in ancient history. This is why the raven has some uncontested spiritual significances in our world of today. When you watch movies, you will realize that a raven is often associated with a lot of dark magic or evil occurrences, as I was saying earlier. Okay, so are ravens evil? Well, ravens are not evil. I have learned about loyalty and true friendship from the raven. Already, I'm here to give the knowledge. Well, ravens are not evil, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is why you should not have an impression that ravens are evil. This will affect how to rightly pick the accurate spiritual message of finding a raven around you. No, that is not what raven signifies. That's what we've been taught by media and the agenda of the bullshit and propaganda. They put it in movies to add creepiness. You know what I'm saying? So you must also realize that the raven is a spiritually significant creature of ancient history. The raven is symbolic of magical presence and the powers of self-will and determination. Right. So if you believe that it has a dark message for you, then it does, because that's what you believe. But I choose to believe otherwise. When a raven begins to flock around you, it is a sign that the universe has a message to give to you. Therefore, you should open up your heart to receive this message. Don't allow your preconceived notion to affect how you receive the message from the raven bird. What does it mean to see a raven? 1. There are many times I have overlooked this event and it harmed me. Most times, whenever you see a raven, the universe needs to communicate with you, and it is an urgent message. Therefore, you should never treat the appearance of a raven for granted. 1 raven meaning. When you see 1 raven, it means that the spirit of your loved one is watching over you. When you begin to feel lonely and depressed, the raven has come to give you the consolation that you are not alone. It is believed that the spirits of our loved ones can come to us in the form of a raven to fill our lives with their presence. Therefore, whenever you see a raven, it is a sign that the spirit of your deceased loved one has come to visit you. This will always happen during times of frustration and loneliness. I saw 3 ravens, but 2 raven meanings. When you see 2 ravens, it means that there is the presence of a magic around you. In ancient times, a raven is associated with magical powers. In ancient times, see, I like to go on ancient times meanings because I feel like they had it right. Now, things get twisted over time and tainted, and negative connotations they add negative connotations to it, or a negative feeling or energy to things to keep you away from it. Just like they did with hoodoo and voodoo and African spirituality. They told you that it was evil and it was bad. You know what I'm saying? To keep people away from it. But then once you awaken, once you know better, once you knew better, you start to do better. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do better in these days and time, because we're living in the age of information. And it's just right at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? So there's no excuse to be ignorant anymore. There's no excuse not to know. There's no excuse to be caught up in what somebody told you to believe about certain things. Therefore, this symbolic meaning can apply to this new age. When you see 2 ravens, it means that there is magic around you. This might not be coming from you. It might be coming from someone else's energy. However, the fact that you are in that environment has placed you within the confines of that energy. This is why the raven has shown up. Now, 3 ravens meaning. Whenever you see 3 ravens, it means that there is negative energy that is flowing on the inside of you. A raven can detect negative energy. Therefore, they are the perfect creature to be sent to us whenever negative energy is flowing on the inside of us. When you see a raven, it is time to check your chakra to be sure that it is not contaminated with negativity. The moment you begin to feel the tense choke of negativity in your inner self, then you should work on it as soon as possible. For 4 ravens meaning. Whenever you see 4 ravens, it is a sign of true friendship. If you see 4 ravens, it is a sign that you are in the company of true friends. This is to take away your fears concerning betrayals and disloyalty. What does a raven symbolize? Spiritually, when you see a raven, it can be symbolic of different things. Let us look at the different symbolic meanings of a raven and how it can affect our lives. Yeah, beloved, you just take what resonates with you. If it don't resonate, if it don't apply, let it fly. You know, it is believed that a raven is a symbol of good luck. Whenever you see a raven, it is believed that you should expect good things to begin to happen in your life. Most times, this symbolic message will happen to you when you are on the verge of giving up. After you have tried a lot of things without any success, the universe can send the raven across your path to indicate that you have contacted good luck and it is going to become evident in the nearest future. Another symbolic meaning of a raven is change. The Native Americans believe that a raven is a sign that change is coming. Most times when this happens, Native Americans always become positive. They believe that this change will lead to a positive turnaround in their lives. This has remained true for years and it can be applied to your life as well. Therefore, whenever a raven shows up, it is a sign that a change is coming into your life, which is mostly positive. A raven is symbolic of harvest. A native tribe in Africa believes that whenever the sound of a raven is heard, it is a sign that rain is about to fall, which will lead to a great increase in their crops and a bountiful harvest. Hey, what's up, Papa Port? Hey, what's up? What's up? Y'all tap the screen, share the live for me. Therefore, whenever you find a raven, it is a symbol of harvest. The voice of the raven is a sign that all the support you need from the universe will be supplied to you and you will enjoy all the benefits of your hard work. There's a common story in the Bible where God sent a raven to feed Elijah in the desert. Therefore, when you see a raven, it is a sign that God is going to provide for you. What time is it? 9:19. It means that all your heart's desires will be met supernaturally by the hand of God. This should fill your heart with faith and courage. Okay? So, here's 11 meanings, 11 raven spiritual meanings and messages. Number 1, you are intelligent. Whenever you see a raven, it means that you have the spiritual intelligence to decipher mysteries in the spirit realm. Oh, you're welcome, love. Ravens are intelligent creatures. Therefore, whenever a raven shows up on your path, it will endow you with its spiritual intelligence and bring you into a realm of spiritual understanding. I'm just stubborn. I don't quit. Mr. Don't stop. Mr. Can't stop, won't stop. You know, most time this will happen to you if you have been destined to become a psychic or medium who will use spiritual powers to prefer solutions to people's lives. The raven has come to tell you that your spiritual intelligence is going to begin to find expression to avoid cunning people. Now, I've been hearing voices for quite some while. You know what I'm saying? When it first started happening, I thought I was losing my mind, to be quite frank and honest with y'all. So, like today, I was thinking about how do I pronounce Benin? And I heard a voice saying benign. So I had to look it up. You know what I'm saying? And the way that they pronounce it in West Africa is benign, but the way that we pronounce it over here in the States is Benin. But I heard it in its original pronunciation, you know what I'm saying, which is benign. So I know that I'm hearing from my ancestors, which I've been told that through a reading, you know what I'm saying, already. 2 times in 2 different readings. And I'm just now seeing that I'm being able to hear my ancestors more clearly. I don't know if it's because I had my altar up or what, but I've definitely been able to hear. So I'm definitely connected to the afterlife. Okay, so when you begin to observe a cunning attitude in someone around you, the raven has come to tell you that it is time to stay away from such a person. Don't keep cunning people around your life alone. They will eventually turn against you and stab you in the back. This is one of the most profound lessons I have learned from the raven. Emotional stability. When a raven shows up on your path, it is a sign that you need to put your emotions under check. You need to become emotionally stable to make the right decisions. This is always applicable to those with a short temper. I get tongue twisted when I try to say that. If you notice your short temper, the raven has come to help you out of that temper. I'm not even going to say it. But the reason for this is that a short temper will always cause you to make wrong choices that might hurt your life. Persistence. Mr. Persistent. Ravens are known to be persistent. Whenever they focus on a worthy venture, they don't back down until they have carried out their desires. Therefore, when the raven appears to you, it is a message from the universe to inspire persistence in your life, in your heart. If you notice that you always give up easily, then it is a sign that you are not persistent. Y'all continue to tap the screen for me if y'all are here with me. Please and thank you. Therefore, when the raven appears to you, it is a message from the universe to inspire persistence into your heart. If you notice that you always give, okay. Therefore, the raven has come to fill you with strong willpower and determination to get things done, no matter how long it would take. With persistence, you are going to achieve your dreams. Thank y'all for tapping the screen and sharing the live. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so persistence will grant you the opportunities you have been looking for. Therefore, allow the raven to inspire this quality into your heart if you notice that you give up too easily. Number 5, survival. A raven is known to be a survivor. It is believed that a raven can survive the harshest of conditions. Therefore, whenever you see a raven, the universe is passing a message to you that you should build tough skin against hard times. Thank y'all for following me. I appreciate it. What you saying, beloved? Trifecta. I've heard that term before, but I'm not sure what that means. What is a trifecta? Enlighten me. Do I believe that Jesus Christ died and resurrected so that you may be saved? I'm going to tell you this. I believe that Yeshua was a real person. I believe that maybe he died and was resurrected to show us our true power. I don't necessarily believe everything the Bible says because I know it has been tainted. You know what I'm saying? Because you got one version that says that Jesus was hung on a tree. And then you got another version that say he was nailed to a cross. So it's like, what should I don't know what to believe when it comes to that. I do believe in the Most High. And I do believe that Yeshua was one of the ascended masters, and there has been many ascended masters. Do I particularly believe that Jesus is Yeshua is the only way. No, I don't. I believe there was Buddha, Krishna, Yeshua, and I really believe that uh, you know, Haru, which is Horus. You know, I believe all those people existed. Even what's the other guy's name? Tahuti. You know, I believe all these beings and existed. Do I believe the stories word for word? No, I can't. I just can't believe all that because the Bible's just been messed up, man. They used it for the slavery of a people. You know what I'm saying? To put us into mental and spiritual and physical slavery. So I can't trust it. So you know, and if you look at the Lord's prayer when it says, "Thy rod and thy staff comfort me," if you look on the ancient Egyptian walls, who had a rod and a staff? I'm just saying. So I think they're talking about Amen Ra with their prayers. That's why you say Amen at the end of the prayer because you're invoking the spirit of Amen or Amen Ra or Amen Ra, however you want to pronounce it. The same way when you say your ancestor's name, you're keeping their spirit alive and invoking their energy to watch over you and protect you. So that's how I feel about that. Like I was watching a podcast today with 19 Keys and Billy Carson, and he was talking about the Emerald Tablets and you know how Yeshua was one of the initiated. He was like one of the hand-picked people to be in the mystery schools of ancient Kemet. So yeah, he was one of the ascended masters with all the other ascended masters. He wasn't the only one. So there were others who could do the same thing that Jesus could do. So with that being said, you know, amen. Okay, therefore, whenever you see a raven, the universe is passing, you should build tough skin against hard times. This is very important if you want to achieve success in every aspect of your life. You must learn how to weather the storm. I grew up, well, you know, I grew up Christian for the most. I mean, you know, Christian, but I've been a Baptist. I've been Pentecostal. I've been Kojic. You know, yeah, I've been to many churches, many different denominations of Christianity. Well, three different denominations of Christianity. I grew up, you know, in a very religious family. Am I religious? No, because I'm the one that was chosen in the family to be the generational curse breaker and the one to break us out from the spiritual, mental, and physical slavery that was given to us by our oppressors. So that's why I'm here teaching y'all about this. But I'm gonna end this live, y'all. It's been good. It's been fun. You know, I hope y'all got something out of this. I got a phone call I need to take. I'll holler at y'all. Ooh, the links in the bio. Links in the bio.